In a time, not that long ago, a man found that there was a dream dreaming him. And in this dream, he was walking out across a vast, pale valley towards a large stone that was circular and tall. It seemed to be a drum. As he approached the stone, he realized that it was more than a drum. It was an altar stone. It had the color and texture of light brown chalk. The closer he came, the more the stone grew and grew until suddenly he stood before it. Stretching out his left arm and spreading his fingers wide, he touched the side of the altar stone, which was a drum. The top of the stone was a good 5 or 6 feet above his hand. As he stood there with his arm outstretched on the stone, he could see an outcropping of red rocks against a clear sky. He looked closer. He saw palisades of even redder stone jutting out in equal increments along the length of a cliff face. They were very orderly in procession. As he watched, they became giant statues of immense men and women, powerfully built people, graced with dignity. The statue closest to him, the westwardly one, began to move. She opened her eyes. She looked at him. She shook her head. She moved her arms and shoulders back and forth, working against the pull of the earth. Suddenly, she broke free. The eyes of all the other statues came open. Her relatives were watching as she began walking towards the man and the altar stone. And the man in the dream thought to himself, "Oh no, this can't be for me. This must be for someone else." The woman approached the altar in long, powerful strides. She stood almost twice the height of the stone. Putting her hand on top of the stone drum, she looked down at the man, catching his eyes in hers. Her eyes were brilliant emerald green. She had a hawk-like nose, high cheekbones, and beautiful shoulders, around which hung folds of pale red cloth. The back of her neck was hidden behind a length of finely woven star material, held in place about her head by a ring of golden brown stone, a halo. Her lips and tongue were blue. She looked at the man for a moment, and then she spoke. "All the love in the universe, to all my relatives, from all my relatives, through me. All across this beautiful land, there are many sacred sites, many powerful ceremonies, many moments of wonder, all across this beautiful land. There is one sight most precious, one ceremony most pleasing, one moment most enduring, all across this beautiful land. And that most sacred sight is your heart. That most holy ceremony is love. And that magical moment is now, all across this beautiful land. All the love in the universe, from all my relatives, to all my relatives, through you." And then there was a loud pop, and I woke up crying from the beauty and the wonder of it all. All the love in the universe, all across this beautiful land.